Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Tuesday, July 14th, 2014, around 7:10 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts. The sun's going to be down about an hour. It's a little bit cooler than this afternoon. I think the dew points drop down a bit. Tomorrow's supposed to be the biggest chance of thunder showers, and that's going to cool us off. Some news to report. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said that he's open to the idea of Major League Baseball expanding to 32 teams. He listed a lot of potential cities, including Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Oklahoma City, Portland, Oregon, Charlotte, North Carolina, Northern New Jersey, Virginia, and a few others. I don't know if baseball could support 2 more teams, but we'll wait and see about that. And only about an hour left until the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on Fox Sports and ESPN Radio. That's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night's personality profiles, the last personality profile of this month because it's going on summer vacation, and this is the last of Match Game personalities, celebrities, hosts, etc. who appeared on the Match Game. I have reached actress, comedian, TV host, and America's sweetheart, Betty White. Betty White's been on in the world of entertainment for 70 years, and she's still going strong at the age of 93. Betty was born in Oak Park, Illinois, and she grew up in Los Angeles, California. She was the only child to her parents, and when she was a youngster, she wanted to be a writer. Then she started acting in high school and plays and stuff like that. And during her early years in Hollywood, in her teenage years, she was a model. And during World War II, she joined the American Women's Voluntary Service during the World War II. And after the war was over in 1945, Betty went into radio. She appeared in many series on the radio. And Betty moved to television in 1949, hosting Hollywood on Television, which was a show that lasted many years in local LA television. And in 1952, Betty starred and produced and directed a TV sitcom called Life with Elizabeth, which was on the air for 2 years. It wasn't a very big hit. And then in 1954, she hosted her own talk show, The Betty White Show and stuff. In 1954, she starred in many short-lived television series during the 50s and 60s, and she appeared on a few series, including Date with Angels and a few others. In 1962, Betty married the host of Password, Alan Ludden, and they were married for 19 years. Betty was a regular on Password, and Betty is the queen of appearing on game shows for panelists. She's appeared on every single game show that's imaginable that had celebrities, including Password, You Don't Say, Password Plus, Super Password, Tattletales, Chain Reaction, The $25,000 Pyramid Goal, Double Talk, Match Game. She was a regular on Match Game in the original 60s version. Then from 1973 to 1982, she appeared usually on the 6th chair, semi-regularly. They would call that the Betty White chair sometimes. She also appeared on Hollywood Squares, Match Game, Hollywood Squares Hour. She appeared in the 1990 version of Match Game. Also won Lose or Draw, Third Degree, and so many other game shows. She was pretty good at it. In fact, in 1983, Betty hosted her own game show called Just Men for NBC. She won an Emmy for it. Had 2 female contestants playing against celebrities who gave answers who were just men. It only lasted 13 weeks because they got the noontime death slot, but Betty won an Emmy for that for Best Host. surprisingly, she never hosted another game show. She was one of those game show panelists that I think could have probably hosted a couple of other game shows and stuff, but that was never meant to be. And also in the 1970s, Betty was in a couple of television shows. She played Sue Ann on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, which was pretty good. She appeared on that as a semi-regularly for about a few years. It was kind of a little bit of a slutty role for her. And in like 1977, she starred in the Betty White Show. Well, it only lasted a year on CBS. She played a character who did a police TV show as kind of mimicking like a policewoman and stuff as a sitcom, but that only lasted 1 year. In the early 1980s, Betty was a regular on Mama's Family for about a few years. From 1985 through 1992, Betty White co-starred in The Golden Girls. She played Rose, and this was her most famous role, playing Rose on Golden Girls. It got her a lot of notoriety, publicity, and stuff. Thank you for being a friend. Travel road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend. Then, for 1 year, she starred in the Golden Girls spin-off Golden Palace, but that didn't last too long. And Betty has appeared on many television shows, like guest stars and stuff. She's in the 90s and 2000s appeared on short-lived television series that didn't last a year, maybe this time, and The Ladies' Man, but they only lasted a year or stuff. And she's appeared in hundreds and hundreds of movies, some starring roles, some bits and pieces. She played in 2009 a good role on the movie The Proposal, which was a very funny role for Betty White. I think that she was very good in that movie, The Proposal, that probably brought her popularity back up again. In 2010, Betty White guest hosted Saturday Night Live at the age of 88. Many fans wanted to see a guest host on Saturday Night Live, and they got that wish. Also in 2010, Betty was in another television series, Hot in Cleveland, which was TV Land's most best original sitcom and stuff, which lasted 5 seasons. And also Betty has hosted a few shows, Betty White's Off Their Lockers and stuff, which was pretty funny. It was kind of a home video thing, or like kind of a reality show for senior citizens. It's pretty funny and stuff. And Betty's appeared on the talk show circuit, on like the late night talk shows, kind of regularly, plus on like Live with Regis and Kelly, and Live with Kelly and Michael and stuff. And she's still going strong at the age of 93. There's no end in sight for Betty White. I think she's going to be working into the day she dies, or the day she's 100 years old. And she's also known as America's sweetheart, which is pretty good and stuff like that. Betty White is probably one of the most famous actresses ever, in my opinion, and stuff like that. She's the queen of appearing on game shows for celebrities and stuff. She's a very good game player, and this fall she's going to be a panelist on the revived version of To Tell the Truth. She still loves being on game shows. And that's about it on Betty White. That's about it on these video blogs for tonight. And this is the last personality profile I'm going to be doing into August 1st. And August 1st, the personality profile on that night is going to be former NWA World Champion and WWE Hall of Famer Terry Funk. You egg-sucking dog, you Dusty Rhodes. And there's going to be lots of great video blogs in August, maybe some video blogs about being former NWA World Champions. Definitely in August 10th is going to be a video blog on Bruins alternate captain Patrice Bergeron, and there's going to be quite a more. All 31 days will have personality profiles. That's about it on that. And tomorrow's video blogs will be 3 of them. First video blog will be about the 1999 Great American Bash pay-per-view from Baltimore, Maryland. Second video blog of the day will be about Al Wife's MBTA Redline station. Tell you about that because I'm going to PLI like they do some MBTA stations and stuff like that on these video blogs. Also MBTA routes I've been doing and stuff. And third and final video blog of the night, for the next 15 days I'm going to have like certain players from all sports, hockey, basketball, football, and baseball, to see if they're Hall of Famers, to examine their careers. The first person I'm going to examine is former Major League Baseball pitcher Jim Kaat. I did these videos around this time last year for Is This Player Hall of Fame? It's probably going to be a kind of recurring theme in July and stuff like that for these video blogs. Okay, have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Keep calm, and I'm a Julie Burden guy. Molly Rosenblatt on Fox 35 Rocks, and way back on. Watch the All-Star game tonight. Okay, have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. See you tomorrow.